Okay, what's up guys, welcome to our channel, Datz-Lyf-Family. So today we decided we're going to do a life update. Is this a bit dark or is it me?
Oh my god! Wow!
So guys, life update, what has been going on with us so far? So we actually last year decided, well, the year before last year, we decided we wanted to have another baby after Malika, because to be honest, we wanted to basically get it over with and have 2 kids, and then we'll have the other 2 a bit later on, like maybe three years after, because we were just like, I want to go back to do my degree at university to become a qualified teacher. And so that means, you know, that would be me doing another year of university, which I'm dreading because I'm a good studying person, but I'm not a book person. Like, I will force myself to go and learn to get the degree. But if I was to be honest, do I want to go and study? No, I don't like reading. I don't like books. I'm a creative person. I like doing DIYs. I like art. I like things like that. I don't like sitting there reading books. It's boring. Kyle, on the other hand, he loves books. He will read books until morning. Like, he loves books. Like, he's got a whole section in the spare room of books. So what was it, back to what I was saying. So we decided after Malika we wanted to have another baby when she was a little bit bigger. So we decided, right, we're gonna try for a baby.
Another
this time, I think when you're consciously trying for a baby, it becomes a bit harder because you're like, you're gonna get pregnant this month, and then you check the stick and it says not pregnant. I'm like, nah, maybe I checked too early. And then I used to literally be there with Kyle, like, Kyle, have a look, does it say pregnant? And he'd be like, nope, doesn't say pregnant, it's still not pregnant. I was like, like, it got to a point where it was like a depressing thing. So we actually managed to get pregnant, and I found out I found out in January, because I was only 4 weeks or something. No, not 4 weeks. I was about 2 weeks or something pregnant. And yeah, it was about 2 weeks. I did the little electronic thingy one, the one that clear view, the one that tells you the amount of days or whatever. So no, it wasn't even 4 weeks. What am I saying? It was about 4 days or something like that. It said 4 days pregnant or something like that. And honestly, we were so excited, over the moon, and then bam, what was it? New Year's. Like, this is around the time we're planning. We'll probably tell family, which they'll think we're joking. I found out I basically had pains and stuff, and I had work as well. Because remember, Kyle went to his mum's for dinner. I think you went to your mum's for dinner and that, New Year's or something like that, and I couldn't go because I was working at my old job. And I remember I was at work and I just felt funny. I just kept feeling funny, and I was like, nah, something's not right. So for me not feeling funny, I was at home, came back home, I was fine. And as I was sleeping, the back pain kept going, and then I went and I found out I was bleeding, and yeah, I basically had a miscarriage. But that's a story time for another time. It was really hard on us, but you know, we got through it. Not gonna lie, I was devastated, because I think once you have a child and you know what that, you know, that even if it's just, some people say, oh, so you just, you know, pregnant, oh, it was just so early. Listen, it's still the same, because that's still my child, because that child potentially becomes this person here. So it's like, I can't just think of it as, oh yeah, it's so early. Nah, that hurt. Like, that hurt, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, I'm the kind of person, sometimes shit happens, I don't want to be dreading on it and holding on to it and feeling so bad for myself, because it's out of my hand. You know, we got pregnant in January, so not long after we got pregnant, which we basically, they'd said after you have a miscarriage, you have to give yourself a bit of time, because you are quite, you know, highly likely to get pregnant again. We were like, okay, well, highly likely to get pregnant again, you know, let's just leave it. It happens. So yeah, and in January, like end of January, wasn't it? End of January, we found out we were pregnant, and I think
it was early February we found out, we got confirmation that you were
pregnant. It was like
again.
February. No, but at this point, I was so, like, we really wanted a kid. I was doing pregnancy test after pregnancy test. I had about 20 sticks, okay? I had a whole box from Amazon. When I tell you, I was peeing on that stick every day until the day we actually confirmed it 100%. I had two Clearview tests. You know, you get 2 in the pack.
Yeah.
I had taken those just to make sure. But I was going crazy, because I was like, no, I don't want to lose this kid. And then when I did, it was confirmed. Went for an appointment, but this time COVID had hit. So things were a little bit different. He really wanted to come to appointments. They're like, nah, he can't come to appointments. He's like, right, so what am I meant to do? I said, I don't know. No.
Sit in the car park.
Sit in the car. So he sat in the car and I went in for my first appointment with distancing. It was like one appointment in the building at a time. I was meant to have had my scan. Let me tell you, yeah, because of COVID, they forgot my scans. They forgot my scans. How do I know? I was just like, when am I getting my appointment? Is everything okay? Like, have I been forgotten? And I called the woman. The woman goes, oh, yeah, sorry about that. It shows in the system you had your appointment. I said, had my appointment? I haven't had no appointment. So basically they went back and they checked everything. They were like, oh, well, yeah, we had it in the system. So I'm like, so you guys are updating my medical records with somebody else's details. But obviously being COVID, there's a lot of people working from home. There's a lot of people passing information. Basically because of COVID, nothing is running as it should. So I didn't even get mad at anyone, because at that point I was like, you know what, I am grateful that we are healthy, because even till today we haven't got COVID, and we're just so grateful because
So happy.
we are scared of COVID. Not gonna lie. You know how some people are sneaking into people's houses and doing the most? Nah, son, you ain't seeing me, because I ain't going. We've not left to go anywhere we shouldn't be going, because I ain't about to catch no COVID. But anyway, so I had my scan and we finally announced we were having a baby, and yo, it's been crazy. Like, Malika's had a hard year, I would say, because she should have been out and about playing and meeting other kids, but it's been crazy. But yeah, so after all of that, obviously Boris then announced, you know, if your first trimester pregnancy, these times I've only just started my job at the hospital as a healthcare assistant. So, hospital, COVID, hello. So I'm thinking, Kyle, is it alright for me to go into work? Like, I'm scared, because I'm like, we've already had a miscarriage. I don't want to have I don't want to risk anything with this baby, because at this point, I'm even more attached, right? So, Boris announced this thing, and he said, first trimester women, probably stay away from risky jobs and whatever. Stay at home, especially being the NHS. They introduced it, shared it out on emails and whatever. And also, women in the last trimester are also high risk. So basically, stay away. So I'm thinking, I've just started my job, right? January, when I found out I was pregnant. And then now I have to take time off. So then I come back in the middle of the year, around June or something, to go back to work. And honestly, I'm doing shifts, but at this point, second pregnancy and not being able to go out because we're in lockdown, I've not done as much exercise and out and about and walking with the pram and doing this and that. So literally, I was so big, my back was hurting me. Obviously, second baby and that, my bones are loosened up a bit more. I was getting joint pains, back pains, like Braxton Hicks, like mad. Like times I used to think I was going into labor, I wasn't. Literally, it was just mad contractions. So I was doing night shifts now. I'm in my last trimester, so I had to come out of work again. So I basically, but then obviously because of the government, so stupid the way they set their thing up, I couldn't get any support for my job because I'm a bank healthcare worker, so I wasn't getting no income. But government were like, no, well, we can't give you money because blah blah blah. I was like, hold on a minute, I've worked since I was 16 and I'm getting no help or whatever. But I said, cool, whatever, anyway, it's cool. So we were managing on one paycheck for a while, and at that point we were like, no, we want to get a house because with everything going on, it's going to get harder for us to get a house. So Kyle put the ball in action and we actually started house searching.
We must have searched, I'd say 30 to 40 houses in the Carlisle area, and by God, that was stressful. Like, with COVID restrictions and virtual tours, like, must have been close to 40 houses searched, and we were losing hope towards the end. And you had to move quick as well because they were selling like mad fast.
Yeah, they were going really quick because this wasn't the first time we were house searching. We're going to literally have a story time on the house searching for you guys in detail about how it went. Like, if you guys are searching for houses, things to look out for, and the benefits and the stresses, the pros and cons basically of house searching. But basically, I was pregnant. At this point, I'm heavily pregnant. We're going house searching. We're restricted in seeing a house. We couldn't go into the houses to see the houses together. So because we had Malika and I was pregnant, like, Carl had to go in alone with the guy and then come out, and then I would go in after. So we finally found a house, and it's a beautiful house. We live in it now, and honest to God, it was stressful because at this point people were advising us just take your time, don't get the house, you've got all this time. I'm like, no, we don't have all this time. I am heavily pregnant because when we first moved into our old house, Carl's mum's house, and literally I was heavily pregnant then, okay, and he had work. So I had all this stuff to carry up and down the stairs, putting things away. Because when you're pregnant, you're nesting anyway. So anything that was out and about, I couldn't help myself but move it. Like, I was doing beds up, I was doing cots up. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that again. Like, that nearly had me in labour early.
I feel like a house search, we could write a book on it. Like, trying to get a mortgage as well in the worst economic timing, like, probably Allot.
Yeah, like, we're going to tell you guys about that in story time. But honestly, it was crazy. So we moved into the house. It's a nice house. It's a 3-bedroom house with two living areas, and a massive galley kitchen. So it's a beautiful house, and it has got a big garden, and the neighbours seem really nice. I've not really met them, but they seem nice because I don't hear a pim
sweet elderly couple
out of them.
nice.
I've not met the elderly couple. We've lived in this area before, just around the corner as well, so it's not so bad. I know my way around. It is in the middle of town, which is perfect for us because Carl can go to work. If we're going to family or wherever, it's like the motorway on either side or whatever. It works out fine for us. But we've moved in, in October the 1st, and the baby was due October the 16th. Yeah, baby was due October the 16th, but I officially gave birth October the 20th. So 20th of the
yeah,
20
10th,
yeah
20th of the 10th.
Literally gave birth 10/20/20. I gave birth. Crazy. I actually gave birth at home in this house. So this house has already got beautiful memories for us. The whole giving birth at home was probably really stressful for Kyle at the time, although he says nah, I had this. I was good. I was excited. Yeah, we had the baby at home. Only because of COVID, I was like, nah, because when you work in a hospital, you know that if one person in your room where you go to visit a hospital, there's room about 6 people, the ward, one person in your ward has COVID, everyone in that room, not on the ward, but everyone in that room has to stay in there until you've all been tested that you haven't got COVID. But even still, you have to stay to make sure the time of incubation is still not effective to other people. So I was like, nah, I'm good.
Actually, I have to tell the neighbour, did you hear a scream like on the
yeah, I was like, what if the neighbours hear you giving birth? I said, so?
I'm not sure how strong the walls are.
I was like, but I'm giving birth. I'm like he always gets worried about different things, like what people think, like if Malika's screaming and stuff like that. I always say to him, listen,
I don't want them calling the police or anything.
My thing is, right, like some people act so stuck up, right? But the fact is, they've had kids, there were kids once. They made noise for somebody, okay? Okay, their kids made noise for somebody. So I know I made noise for someone. So it's like for someone to come out to me like, oh, your kid's making noise. Oh, I'm giving birth. Like if I made noise and I was giving birth, like really? As a woman, you're gonna come and tell me I made noise while giving birth. Okay then, you must have given birth in silence.
Impressive.
Clap for yourself. Anyways, so we had the baby. Story time for another time. Crazy because we will have to do a story time for you guys on how to budget, how to save money, because a lot of new house owners fall into this thing of let's get a loan out of sofas that we're seeing off DFS for like 1,500 and something. Like if you ain't buying a mortgage, if you ain't getting a mortgage, if you ain't buying a car, if you haven't got savings, why are you getting a loan out for a sofa for that much money? Literally, make it make sense. So we were like, no, we don't want to fall into that category of oh, it looks good in the moment, let's do it. Even now, because we were like, we want to start saving up again for our next venture, our next investment. So we don't want to be investing so much money where we don't have to. If we can save, we're gonna do that. So if anyone's thinking of any like saving money, go on Facebook. Like if you got baby clothes you want to get rid of, you're not using, sell them on Facebook. You will get little money, but it's better to get rid of things and to make space
I'd say since we've moved in, we've probably spent a total of no more than £500 on paints, on wallpapers, and we've done virtually the whole house now as well.
Yeah, we literally have, we have done the whole house. We've done wallpapering, we've done the kitchen, we've done the dining table, we've got, we haven't got carpets in here, but we're slowly buying rugs and that for the floors. The house is literally pretty much in order. We've done a lot of stuff, but I'll go through all of that with you guys another day. You know, if anyone's wanting to do their house, make it look nice on a budget, go for it. Why not? Save yourself money, because honestly, it's all good and well to try and have a house where you can say, oh, I got this from Laura Ashley, oh, I got this from Debna. So your friends could be like, oh, it's so expensive, but you're gonna buy it, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be broke. You're gonna be broke. You have no savings, but you're buying Laura Ashley a floor rug for £600 or 1,000 and something pounds. A floor rug, that's crazy to me. I find that crazy. It's like people who buy designer houses, designer clothes, but they haven't got savings. I don't understand it. But anyways,
be happy or be broke.
Be happy. We're happy. We like being happy with our cheap stuff and have a savings and whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. But we had a baby. We had our little Arabella May. She's currently 4 months old. She is a bundle of joy. She's actually quite we've been really blessed with both kids. We don't have any.
Two beautiful girls,
but we don't have any problems with both of them. No problems with both of them. I think the only thing we're trying to come to terms with is Malika's 2 years old and she's currently still not talking. I mean, we're hoping she starts to talk soon, but she's not talking. We've also thought of the possibility that she could be autistic, but we're trying to not nail that anywhere and just put a dot on that just for now and wait and see. But we're trying to see if maybe she does need a speech therapist and she gets that. But God knows.
She's been going to nursery, interacting with the others for the first time virtually in her life, really.
But she doesn't know how to play with other kids because I think she's here and she hasn't got siblings, so she doesn't know how to do that. And now she's got Arabella. She actually loves her sister. She checks her toes and her fingers, and she gives her kisses on her own. And I think slowly she's coming to terms that this is an actual real human being, because I think sometimes she looks at her and looks at her dolls is it a baby? What is it? But it has been a busy year, guys, and then obviously new COVID strain, so the restrictions are tighter. I'm still on maternity leave. Thank God I finally got my maternity because I couldn't get it off work, so I had to get government maternity. So that was a stressful and new for me because I've never had to really apply for these things, so I don't know how they work. Usually when I was pregnant the first time, it's I'm pregnant. Work just sorts everything out, gives you paper, you fill in a date, done. Bob's your uncle, Jim's your mom. That was it, done, right? This time round, it was so stressful, but we're doing good. My life is at nursery, so she goes and she absolutely loves it because honestly she needs it. She's in the house with me all the time. And I've got a whole house to maintain. I've got to wash dishes, I've got to iron clothes, I've got to clean the house, and I've got to breastfeed. I hardly get time to then go and play with Malika. And I do play with her, but probably not. Hi.
Have a little baby dream?
What's the matter, baby? Hi.
He just wants to be in on the action.
But yeah, guys, so our next step in this house is literally house renovations. And then after house renovations, we have actually got to think about, so yes, guys, that's what's been going on with us, and yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, and see you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
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 Say bye-bye.
Smile. Bye-bye.